what I've done, I've painted some bits of water because I thought you'll see how I paint the water when I paint down here, so show you how to paint that anyway. I put some little white stripes on there, what we just paint, that's just what the boat had on it, what I'm using as a reference. I did that with Designer's Gouache. I left one of these posts out just so I could show you how I painted them, and then these reflections. Them little lines there, I just got a little brush and painted some white lines in and some dark lines in. And some like counter change with a white line and then followed up by a dark line. And that is on my reference photo. That is actually what happened on the photo. It went from light to dark. So that's where that counter change happens in real life, in real nature, because that's what happened there. Right. Yeah. So I tell you what, I'll paint that little bit in there just to show you how I did that bit. So just add a nice sort of darkish colour. Just checking it's right on a spare bit of paper like that. I might need my reading glasses on even just to see that. Right, so I painted that bit like that, straight in a straight line like that. Right, but the reflection bit, because the water's all wavy and breaking up, where it broke, I left little gaps. See what I mean? That'll do. That's how I did that, and that's how I did these ones as well. Just leaving little gaps like that. Right, let's get to a bigger brush now. Right, I'm going to paint this in now. Now, what I want here, I've got to have a reflection of that white bit there. I've got to reflect that down there like that, and then obviously this blue bit's got to reflect. Right, so let's have a go. So, some blue. I'm using cerulean blue because that's what I used in there, even though I used ultramarine marine on my sky and ultramarine in my sea in it. But I am going to mucky this ultramarine up with a bit of red, just because I think it'll be slightly darker in here. So right, I've got to imagine now where this would be. So this bit here, sort of. I think, you know what? I think I need a smaller brush. Swap to a smaller brush. This bit's going to be fairly straight on that side. Coming in to this point here on this side, so I'd say my final bit there would be there. It's all going to be wiggly wobbly. I'll borrow some paint from there. It's all going to be wobbly because it's obviously rough here where the boat's ploughing through the water, so you're not going to have any kind of straight reflection. I think I'm happy with that, I think so. Let's move some, just moving some paint around, borrowing some from there, sticking it on there, look, moving it round a bit. There we go. Nice wobbly reflection there. And then I'll do exactly the same on the other side. So this one, it's going to come straight as well, same as that, and then there'll be a lighter reflection in there. So let's say I come there. Oh, that's a nice blue. Then I've gone into a darker blue now. Something about like that. So it's not exact. It's this water's all over the place. It's choppy water. That. Maybe it's that one in there. Take that one through there, like that one. There. I think this is where I go to me move across to me a bigger brush. And then this is sort of out a bit. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this brush and just water on, and you see how it's thinner colour there. So I want to come across there and pull it across in that thinner blue. Yeah. So let's make a thinner, I'll mix a thinner blue just for that bit. So all these bits here, all going to be a thinner blue. I think I'll probably join them in to them bits there. Something like that. That's it. Oh, bang on. There's some thinner blues in here as well. They're actually looking a bit bright. Let's dull it down a bit. Get these a bit bigger. As they're getting closer, these ripples are going to get bigger. And these come up to a point as well. Slightly more bit of orange mixed in with it, so it goes less blue. That's what it seems to be doing in my picture. Seems to be getting less blue as it comes up here. Let's put a bit more in though now. And that's probably something like my tip of that there. But then there's some more blue bits from bits and bobs up. Well, my white is blue anyway. You know what, I'm going to switch to my height brush now, I think. Well, shall I? I've got these bits to put in here now. This bit's coming off here. Let's get the small brush. This is a fiddly bit. This bit's coming off there. What's quite a sort of dullish colour. Let's dull that blue right down there. There's definitely a bit here, and there's definitely a bit. I'll just do this bit first. This bit's sort of there. If I just dip that, just dip my brush back into some water so it fades as it gets further away. Something like that. Just fades that as we go. That'll do. And then there's a fadier one anyway. In fact, this one's more of a bluey colour, but it's very faint. Make sure I've got plenty of water in it. Across. Like that. Lovely. That's about exactly right. Right, next other side. Other side, same. Really, really faint. Dark colour. Probably slightly more blue in that and all. Slightly more edging towards blue it looks on it. Very faint. Let's get plenty of water in it. Yeah, try that. And that one just sort of something like that. It's actually quite, looks like it's virtually sort of touching on that bit there. Not all the way down there. That'll do, that's nice. There. That's about that, that'll do. Right, so now it's just filling in this big bit at front now, I think I'm going to go to me Hake brush. Why do I forget the names of these brushes? There's riggers, Hake's, basically not many what I use, so I don't know why I get so confused. Life's confusing with me. It's because I'm daft. I wasn't very good at school. At school, they said I were dyslexic, right? You know dyslexic, do you know the irony? Dyslexic, I'm not having a go at dyslexics, by the way, so don't. Last time I had a go at dyslexics, oh my god, you should have seen the comments. Oh. But, so I'm not having a go. Yeah. But dyslexic, right? Why is dyslexic the most difficultest word to spell ever? That's the irony on it. It's the most difficult word that you'll ever have to spell is the word dyslexic. I've never known a word harder to spell than that. There. I'm happy with that. I like that. About the same other side. It's quite, to say we're quite close, it's quite faint on me. Our reference material. I probably don't ought to call it my photo. I probably ought to call it my reference material. It's a bit coming right in. I call it my reference material instead of my photo because this is nothing like me. This is absolutely nothing like my photograph. After using it as a reference, but yeah, this is nothing like it. The sky is totally different. There's different boats in the other one. I just took the bits where I liked it. Right, I'm going to put some of this red in, just cause I'm looking above, and that sky above, it's got a lot of red in. So I thought, oh, let's reflect it down here. I'll tell you what I am looking at as well. That blue's going up at a point. It's supposed to be coming up at a straight angle. If you look at that straight, I need a bit more of a straight angle in there. Right, let's. That's quite red as well, isn't it, over there? So let's keep. Well, I've got that red on my brush. I'll keep using it. It's quite a reddish sky. It is quite red. And then I'm gonna add some blue in there. That's nice. That's a nice colour. And then I'm going to add more blue in. I'm going to bring some more blue in here, sort of even that up a bit. Yeah, something like that. And then there's quite a lot of blue up in this corner here, so we'll lock that in, blend it into the old red. I think we're not looking bad at that. Do I need to strengthen any of them colours up? Don't think I particularly do. Just come across there with that. Sort of not keen on this area. Wished I'd not done it with a little brush now. So I'm going to dry it and see where the whole thing looks like. Let's get it all dry. let's just sit back and have a look. Well, actually, it looks better from sat back. Right, I think what I'm going to do, I'm not keen on this bit. It looks a bit too blue for a start. So I'm going to come in and try and blend it a bit better with what else is going on. It looks a bit too blue, and I think you can just tell that the brush strokes are different where I've used my different brush. So they will be different, but I wished I'd done them all with rigger now. With, not rigger, high brush, Hake brush. Right then, let's have a look at this, because there's some bits what do go straight through there. Yeah, it's a little better when I've done it. That's it. That's better. See what this is looking like now. So I've still got that sort of strong blue in there. Right, let me get some of this really strong cerulean blue that's in there. I'm going to have to come in with a little brush, I think. These bits here, look, I need to soften them out. There we are. Smooth them out into that red colour there, look. That looks more. That's better, isn't it? Yeah, I think I like that better. What's that looking like? That looks alright, I think. Yeah, I think so. Some of these other colours here, look, they just need softening out into some of these bits. Some of these big long bits. That's it. That's better. Get some of this. Whap it in. Thicken some of these colours up a bit now. All red in there. There were a lot of ultramarine blue in that sky at the corner, weren't there? A lot in that coming in from there. Look. Pop some more right in. There. What's that looking like? A bit of blue in there, weren't there? But there were quite a lot of red in that bit, so let's come in quite a bit of this red. That's about there, I think. Quite a bit of red in there. And then on that top bit again, that bit there went a bit more bluey. That's it. Then I think if I just get my brush, dampen it down, just drip my brush in some more water just to smooth it off, and just get some of this stuff to flow back there a bit, so I don't want it all rock hard up front and a straight line there, if you know what I mean. It's got to gradually fade back into this here, look. Some of that red. Pop some of these lines back in there in the red. Yeah, do you know what I mean? It was starting to look a bit like they were like a line across the front with dark stuff, and obviously didn't want that. I want it to blend through naturally. There, like that. There. I think we're about there with that. Right, what time? Let's try that. I think I might just pop in now some seagulls. Have I forgot out? if I forgot, I'll have to do another painting, but another video just to show you I forgot to paint, but I don't think I have. If you're watching this, fast forward the air drying if you want. Right, let's have a look. Shall we have some big seagulls in there? I'm thinking. Yeah. Oh, talking about what on about dyslexics or something? Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Monty, it's the oddest word. I don't know how. I don't understand how we spell words. I really don't. So you've got like the words. You know what? I'm gonna mix ultramarine and brown for this because I need a really dark colour for these bods. These bods are seagulls. Yeah, I don't know how we spell things in this country. It's mental. It's like you've got bed, dead, and head, right? All sounds exactly the same. Head, spelled h-e-d. Dead is spelled d-e-d. But bed, spelled b-e-a-d. You know what I mean? Mentals. Right. Let me concentrate now on what I'm doing. Right, so these are seagulls. What you find around these fishing boats, you always get loads of seagulls because there'll be all fish on the boat and they're sniffing around trying to nick them. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to nick them. Right, but I think I like a big one in there. They're all going to be big. Seagulls are... Oh, God, I can't. I'm seeing double. Where's my glasses? Oh, they're on my head. There we are. Oh, no, I'm not seeing double. It's done 2 lines. Can you see that? Put 2 lines in my brush house. Weird. So I'll have to make that really big now. But that's okay, because these seagulls, they are big. In fact, let's put a little thing on there. Oh, that's nice. That's a big seagull there. This is a nice light area here, so get some in there. And they're all sniffing around this boat trying to get a free dinner. Instead of catching their own fish, they're trying to get what these fishermen has caught and nick them. Crafty, that's what they are, crafty. And I tell you something else and all. You know, if you go up coast, watch these because they will nip down. They'll pop down dead quick and they will nick your fish if you've had fish and chips. They will do that. I'm doing them all quite big. It's like that. That's not in the distance back there. That's around this boat. It's sniffing around this boat trying to get a free dinner. That's what it's doing. This ain't Peter and Paul. Peter and Paul, who I normally put in, they're not bothered about fish. They like worms. But seagulls, they like fish. They're all silhouetted against the light background, and that's why they're all done in black. Although I could pop a white one in there perhaps, but I don't think I'm going to. You know what, I think I might leave it at that. Let me get a smaller brush. Let's pour a B and a D in it. Butter. Where shall I pour it? Bring it in a bit, because if you got this mounted in a shop, you don't want your mount to cover your autograph. Billy, quite big. Billy, Dudley, Bertie Dudley. There we are. That's my name. Use it, don't abuse it. Oh, makes no sense whatsoever. But as you come forward from here, there'll be a beach. That's where I'll see thee. On beach.